Hey everyone, welcome back to Chlo Pilates. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube, and today I'm going to bring you a 15-minute full body workout that's safe for beginners, safe for all ages, for all levels. It's really a good one for everyone. Also great if you are postnatal, it's safe for you as well. You will need a set of hand weights, so grab yourself a set of weights. Anything light, doesn't have to be too heavy at all. If you don't have hand weights at home, you can go without, or just grab yourself a set of wine bottles or cans of beans or anything like that, anything with a little bit of weight for you. All my videos, or most of my videos, are now housed on Chlo On Demand, where you can find short movement snacks like this workout, plenty more, and you can also find full length classes, 30-minute, 45-minute classes, Pilates classes, high intensity Pilates, stretch classes, restorative practice. There are over 100 videos there waiting for you, and you can try it for 2 weeks for free. So check that out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, hit that subscribe button, subscribe, check me out on Instagram, send me a message, say hello, but enjoy the workout. All right, we're going to start laying down on our back. So bring yourself down, grab onto your weights. So you've got one in each hand, and then lay yourself down flat. You're going to have your feet flat, about hip width distance apart. Your arms are going to be straight up above your shoulders with your palms pointing down towards your thighs. Now, hold this position for a moment. I want you to think about your shoulder blades just gently relaxing down into the mat beneath you. I want you to think about the position of your lower back. So you want to have just a slight bit of space between your low back and the mat beneath you, a little bit of space. You want to think about a heaviness through your rib cage, a hugging in of your belly button into your spine, and find an engagement through your pelvic floor here as well. So think about you're busting for the toilet, you're holding on, it's your pelvic floor muscles engaging, and think about that engagement of those muscles. From here, all you're going to do is take your arms overhead. They're going to fall back overhead towards the ears and then lift them back up. So we're going to use the breath out. Arms fall overhead towards the ears, breath in to lift them back up. And lift. Exhale, arms fall. Inhale, arms lift. That's it. Your head stays fully relaxed down, so don't lift it for the moment. And as you do this, I want you to find even more of a connection into your core muscles. So that means as the arms lift, think about the rib cage drawing down towards the pelvis, like you have a heavy book resting here on the ribs, pushing the rib cage down. It's going to help to give you more of a deep abdominal connection and a connection into your deep core muscles, which support and stabilize the spine. We are here for 3 and 2 and 1. Arms lift up, hold them there. From here, we're going to take the left leg and float it to tabletop. So the knee is right above the hip here, and we want to have even weight bearing through both of the hips, so we're not sort of leaning over to one side. And we're going to add a leg here. So the leg is going to kick away from the body as the arms reach overhead. Start like on a high diagonal with the leg, and then bring it back in. So we breathe out, leg reaches away, arms overhead. We breathe in to bring it back in. And in. Exhale to reach. Inhale to bring it back in. You got it. Head stays heavy still, even weight bearing through both sides, but now we're getting a bit more of a connection into our core muscles. And as the arms and the leg reach away, that's when the abdominals really have to connect. So make sure the low back isn't lifting or arching up off the mat. If you want to make it more challenging, aim lower with the leg. And in. That's it. Reach and in. We're here for 5 and 4. Draw those ribs right down. And 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it in. Arms up. Drop that left foot down. Straight into the right side. Right knee's going to lift to tabletop to start. Shoulders still relaxing down into the mat. Rib cage still heavy. When you're ready, extend that right leg away from you. Arms reach overhead and then bring it back in. Use a strong breath out through the mouth. It's going to really help you even more with that abdominal connection here. The left leg stays really still, so try not to let it rock from side to side. If you want to start aiming lower with that right leg, go for it. Don't lose that rib connection. Press heavy through the ribs. Strong breath out. Keep it going. We are here for 5 and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one like that. Bring it in, drop the foot down, open your arms wide, palms open to the ceiling, and just let your knees rock from left to right. So you get a nice twist into the spine, into the back. A nice stretch. All right, we're going to take those arms back up. A little bit more core stability work here. Palm space in towards one another. This time, feet hip width distance apart. We're going to take the left knee and we're going to allow it to fall. Just let it fall out to the left. And at the same time, the right arm's going to fall to the right. And then they're both going to come back in. Then we're going to go the other side. Right knee falls to the right, left arm to the left. And then bring it back in. And now as you do this, see if you can find even more control with it. We want to try and keep the pelvis level so there's no rocking of the hips from side to side as we do this. We open out, knee, opposite arm, breathing in. Exhale through the mouth to bring it back up. Inhale to open. Exhale to bring it in. And the more strength you build through your core muscles, the more you actually feel this connection into your core. Feel a great amount of work into my abdominals. But try and keep that pelvis from rocking. As the right knee falls to the right, the body will want to rock to the right. See if you can control that. Feels so good. Keep it going. We're going to be here for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it in. Good. Drop those arms down. Your elbows are going to come like on a 45-degree angle. Drop them down so your fists are sort of pointing up towards the ceiling. Feet flat. We're going to come into a bridge now. So what you're going to do is flatten your lower back into the mat. So drop it all the way down. And then tuck your tailbone under and peel up through your spine. Now the top of your bridge, make sure your tailbone is scooped under. So we don't want to lift the hips too high. We don't want to stick the butt out. You want to scoop the tailbone under so we feel still that connection into the core. And then slowly melt it back down. We're going to breathe out, peel it up, tailbone, middle back, upper back, roll to the shoulders, breath in, melt it down. Think about a hollowing through your belly as you round down and then roll back to that neutral spine, little bit of space. Exhale, round it up. Inhale, melt it down slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep that going. Slowly up and slowly down. On the next one, as you roll up, we lift the arms, we press them right above the shoulders, and as we roll down through the spine, we take those elbows back down. Lift. Inhale. Lower. That's it. We're here for 4 more like that. Get that articulation through the spine. Don't lose that connection through your core muscles, so that tuck under of the tailbone. Last one like that. We roll it up. From here now, we're going to take the elbows wide out to the sides and then press up. Stay in your bridge. We lower, we lift. Even weight through both of the feet, so feel a connection to the backs of the legs. Tuck your tailbone under if you feel anything in your lower back. Drop your hips down more and really scoop under. It's not about how high you are here, so if you need to drop down, go for it. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. For 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. One more, lift the arms up, hold it, palms in towards one another. We're going to keep the body still, but just the arms. The left arm is going to open out to the left, lift it back up above the shoulder. Right arm, let it fall out to the right, and then lift it back up. So we breathe in as the arm opens, we breathe out to lift it up. Notice what happens. Feel the work shift into one side as that left arm opens. Feel a bit more work, shift into that left glute and hamstring. Still stabilizing the body so there's no rotation, no shifting side to side through the middle of your body, your trunk. Keep it still. It's how we connect into those core muscles even more. Open and lift. Keep it going for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lift it up. This time we lower the hips down in one movement. The elbows drop down beside the body, so really close to the body. And as we lift straight up, we press the arms up above the shoulders. Lower, hips lower, elbows lower. Lift, we press it up. We lower, we lift. We lower, we lift. Still even weight through both of the legs. That's it. If you want even more of a challenge, don't actually bring the weight down into your hips. So it's almost like your butt just kisses the mat and then it lifts straight back up again. That's it. Lower, lift. Keep it going. We're going to be here still for 10 more seconds. Find a pace that feels good for you, maybe a little bit faster. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it all the way down. Just again, open your hands out to the sides. Wherever they fall is fine. Rock the knees from side to side. And then allow your knees to come all the way over to the side. You can lift yourself up, and we're going to come all the way up into standing. So come on up. Bring yourself up. All right, once you are up, make sure you've still got your weights. We're going to take the hands to the chest, the elbows wide, and stand with your feet a little wider than hip width distance apart. Find that connection to your core muscles still. We sit the hips into a squat, and then we're going to stand back up. We lower, we lift. I'll show you from the side. Hips sit behind you, and then hips press forward at the top. Lower, lift. Now, we're focusing a lot on this core connection today, so I don't want you to forget about that. Core muscles are still active when we squat. We want to still think about this gentle drawing in, belly button into spine. And when we sit down into the squat, we want to make sure we're not just sort of dumping into that low back. We want to still feel that connection into our core muscles. Also working, obviously, into the legs. Good. We lower, we lift. Heavy into your heels. Keep it going for another 6 and 5 and 4 for 3 and 2 and 1. Come all the way up. All right, from here, still start with your feet about hip width distance apart. Hands back to the chest. We come into just a little squat, like a half squat. So go halfway down. Hinge the chest forward and then shift the weight into your left foot. So feel really heavy into that left foot. Now, keeping the body still, keeping the weight on top of that left leg, the knee tracking out over the left toes. We're going to tap the right toes behind us. We're going to tap them back in. Just the right toes. Tap and bring it in. We tap it back. We bring it in. Now, this is all about stabilizing core, pelvis, and in, and also working a lot into that standing leg, that left leg. We're here, still, for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring it in, stand it up, give it a little shake out, and we're going to go straight to the other side. Come into that little half squat. Find stability here, roll the shoulders back, shift the weight now into that right foot, dig into the right heel. Now keeping the weight on that right leg, knee spirals out, abdominals draw in, we tap, left toes back and in, tap it back, tap it in, nice and slow. Think about that connection into your core muscles, abdominals gently drawing in, feel that stability through the pelvis, trying to keep that right knee completely still, spiral out a little more. Wants to roll in. We're here for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it in, stand it up, little shake out. This time, elbows in close to the body, like so to start. We sit back into that half squat. We shift the weight back into the left leg this time as the right toes tap back. We're going to reach the arms back at the same time. Bend the elbows in as you bring it in. Tap and bring it in. Good. Think balance and control here. So we want to go super soft as we tap the right toes back, just gently tapping on the mat behind us. That's it. Reach and in for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring it in, stand it up, little shake, back down. Last one here, elbows up, shoulders back, shift the weight into that right leg. When you're ready, left toes, tap back and in. Good. The more control you have, the more balance you find here, the harder all the stability muscles are going to work. All your glute muscles, your hamstrings, your quads, your deep core muscles, those abdominals, the upper back stabilizing muscles, they're all working. Tap back softly. That's it. We're here for another 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it in and stand on up. Open your feet even wider, nice and wide. Drop the hands in front of you, chin to chest, and roll your body down into a forward fold. Once you get there, drop the weights down, grab onto opposite elbows, little bend of the knees, just let your body hang here, letting go of all the tension you might be holding in your body. Take a little sway from left to right. That's it. Give your body a good stretch, little bend in the knees, let the hands straight down in front of you. Still with that softness in the knees, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly round it all the way up into standing. And you are all done. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me for that 15-minute full body workout. If you want more, remember to hit that subscribe button and check out Chlo On Demand for a library of over 100 classes. Pop a comment below, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you soon.